All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Lucas Oil Raceway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series is in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Raceway tonight. It's some short track action. Race number 6 of the season, and it's 140 laps. Lucas Oil's a tough track, man. Tough on tires, tough on nerves. Who's got what it takes to take home the victory? There's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, Lucas Oil Raceway hitting you in the face tonight. Some short track action in the Buschwackers Series. Thanks for coming in tonight. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. Got a good one here for you tonight. Little Lucas Oil Raceway, man. Fun track in the Buschwackers Series. Again, thanks for joining us here. I'm your broadcaster commentator, Heath Johnson. This is race number 6, Lucas Oil Raceway, located in Brownsburg, Indiana, just outside of Indianapolis. About 5 minutes away from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Maybe a little bit more than 5, maybe 15 minutes-ish. But, hey, thanks so much for coming in. And this will be a fun race here tonight. Lucas Oil is a fun track. And I want to say thank you to Paulo Chachalowski for converting this track over and getting this a track here in rFactor 2. Appreciate that. One of our good buddies. So he has done a great job of converting tracks over, and this is a good one. Love this track. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, also, how about hosting your website or your online store? rFactor 2 servers, 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. No matter where you are in the world, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with a server. Thanks so much for coming in here. That's who's providing our servers right here at TurnLeftTV and or High Octane Racing League. Thanks for coming in. Peace to everybody out there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let me know how you're doing here. And also share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those folks who come out each and everywhere you can watch the races. And also thanks to those folks who subscribe. And again, encourage some folks to come out and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have some more folks here watching some races at TurnLeftTV. Again, thanks for coming in. We got a good one here for you tonight. It's the Buschwackers Series. We got some more racing headed your way tomorrow night. It's race number 6 of the King of the Ovals Series season. And we're going to be in California in the Indy cars. Last week's race at California in the stock cars was a fantastic one. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory in California in the IndyCars? 7 tracks, 14 races, alternating mods, stock cars, and then Indy cars the following week. We're finishing up a stint at California, and then next week we'll be at Richmond in the stock cars. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's coming up tomorrow. We'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And we got some GT3 Series action headed your way on Sunday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's qualifications. Oulton Park is my favorite track in the whole wide world, a road course anyway. And I'm going to be racing in this race, and this is a good one for me. So keep your fingers crossed if you want to come out and join us. Love to have you there at Oulton Park, International Configuration 45-minute race in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. All right, these guys are going to go over to the qualification session. Let's take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Last week we were at Charlotte in the Steve Freeze Memorial 250, and that was a fantastic race. Lucas Oil Raceway tonight, and then next week we'll be at Phoenix for a 120-lap race. Follow that, we have California, Bristol, and Talladega to finish out the season. Take a look at Preston Hassel in the 27 car as he makes his qualification attempt. Looks like a couple guys are going to be skipping qualifications. They're waiting to join the server. Preston Hassel in that 27 car. Alvarez is the top time so far with a 20.459. Where is Preston Hassel going to land? He is third, 21.338. Tim Lansbury up to second as well. Take a look at Jim Willis in the 53 car. Using the chrome rims tonight. Willis right now with a fourth place attempt on that first lap. Let's see what lap number 2 is. Here we go with a 20.930. So currently fourth on the grid for Jim Willis. Thiago Gomez in the 9X car. This might be, oh, he smacks the wall. I'm going to say this might be the last week you see him in the 9X, so might as well tear the hell out of it. Oh, there he goes again. He said, yeah, I heard you. 21.663 for Thiago. That 9X car is off the track there, so not the 91. He's getting into the wall too. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 car pushing it. Oh, another hard lick there. 20.684 for Bardelli Jr. And that right side has just got to be beaten to death there. What this is, a 20.894, so had that damage there that's going to hurt him on that second lap. So it looks like he is second on the grid. Givaldo giving a look here. So 68 car. Givaldo Spindola in the 68. He's already been in the chat session. How's he doing that? How's he chatting it up? And he's at the wheel. Givaldo always gives us the play-by-play on what to expect at the track there. He said they think they could also try a drag race on the track at 1,300 meters. That's right. The U.S. Nationals are actually here at this Lucas Oil facility. Givaldo joining us. Love when Givaldo comes in here and gives us the play-by-play. Our official rally guy to get everybody psyched up for the race, giving us some great information, what to expect. And here he is out here throwing down a qualification attempt. Right now 10th on the grid for Givaldo, and it looks like he's up. He's 10th, so that was a 21.228 for the 68 car. Also Claudio Bardelli Jr. joining us in the chat session as well. So good luck to him tonight. We saw him beat up that 91 car in the qual session, and he is live streaming on his stream here tonight. How about the 22 Orange Crush sponsor machine, Jesus Iglesias? 21.306 for him. Looks like he is done qualifying, and I think that might be it for everybody who's coming out and qualifying here tonight. Again, we got a couple people waiting to join, 2 or 3 people waiting to join. So it might be 15, 16 guys before it's over with. All right, we'll see. Looks like Franco Alvarez. The 83 is the top time. 20.459 for the 83 Tire Pros sponsored Camaro. So I would imagine that Alvarez is going to be one of those top times here tonight, or top drivers here tonight. Definitely want to see him battling. So again, thanks for coming in here tonight. These guys are going to go through the drivers' meeting. Let's get it on. All right, hey, welcome back. Thank you for coming out here and racing with High Octane Racing League, or joining us. This is Lucas Oil Raceway, 140 laps, race number 6 of the season. I'm your broadcaster commentator, Heath Johnson, and we are finished with the qualification session, headed over to the warm-up session. We'll take a look at the results. Franco Alvarez in the 83 qualifies in P1. Qualifying in second is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Todd Robillard will start in the 3rd position. Craig Bears on 4th. Jim Willis qualifies in the 5th position. Tony Furtado 6th. Tim Lansbury qualifies in the 7th position. Preston Hassel 8th. Tiago Gomez starts in the 9th position. Jesus Iglesias starts in 10th. Got 14 drivers. We'll take a look at oh, there we go, 11th and 12th. Sorry about that. Somebody's barking in my ear. Waldo and Dennis, and I think we're going to have about 14, 15 drivers. Take a look at Gordon Carter's new car here in this 56. So good to see him in the paint scheme. Did a good job on that. Sent that out to me over the weekend, and we got it in the car set. Hopefully we'll see that 56 car in victory lane. All right, let's take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. Top 10, Franco Alvarez, pretty good lead right there over Claudio Bardelli Jr. Archuleta is third. Preston Hassel is tied for third. Sorry about that. Craig Bearzon fifth. Sean Jacobs sixth. Ricky Emerson set seventh in points. Dennis Uterchin eighth. Jamalmo Spindle ninth, and Jim Willis 10th. Qualifying in the 11th position, or excuse me, 11th in points is Todd Robillard. JJ is 12th. Ed Palumbo 13th. Gordon Carter 14th. Chris Hughes is 15th. 16th is Lucas Simpner. Dana Grover 17th. Thiago Gomez 18th. Tim Lansbury 19th in points, and Paul Brown is 20th. Rounding out that top 20, we have 33 drivers so far in this series this season. My keys to the race here tonight at Lucas Oil Raceway. Tire management. That is number one. Man, this place is tough on tires. You're going to have to maintain, some semblance of patience. I probably should have put that on there. Hang on tight, man, because this thing can get a little bit crazy, loose. You got to run up in that high line a little bit, and this thing can, the back end can come around pretty easily. Make good pit stops. It's a little tough here as you come off the track at high speed under green to get on that access road, and it's easy to speed. It's easy to get back up onto the track or in the grass, and that spells bad news. And then also, when you're coming around that turn and you want to get back on the throttle, eggshell, and you got a little bit of light. You got to ease into that throttle, and so you don't spin that car out. So those are my keys to the race here. Peace to everybody. This is Lucas Oil Raceway, and a lot of fun here in the Buschwacker Series. Looks like we're showing about 16. Expect another one to join here shortly. We may have 17 drivers tonight. 77 car back here after a little bit of a vacation. See him out, Paul Brown. Looks like Will D joining us in here. Hello from the grandstands. Hello to you too. Be doing some practice laps with you at some point this weekend to get prepared for Oulton Park. I'm thinking Will D might be in that conversation to win the race at Oulton Park tonight or on Sunday. Right now, these guys are in a little bit of a holding pattern here, waiting for driver to join. Having a little bit of trouble here tonight. Some bad weather over on the east coast of the United States, and definitely want to send out our well wishes to all those folks who are potentially impacted by that storm. Especially John Stanley up there in the east coast of Canada. I know they're going to get really, really hit pretty hard and dumped on with a lot of rain, so definitely thinking about him tonight. Hopefully everything turns out okay for John Stanley and his family. Again, I want to say thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. A lot of races I have posted here on the YouTube channel. Almost 400 races, and I've done far more than that, actually. I have a bunch that are not actually posted. That might be private, but man, come on out each week. We got at least two races a week, sometimes even 3. We're going to have a special event coming up in October as well, an Extra Life event, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That'll be broadcast live right here on TurnLeftTV. Another great charity event that we do at High Octane Racing League, and it'll be broadcast live right here. So we like to do that race for kids, race to help charity that supports children. So we are, I think, going to figure out whether we got Preston coming in here or not. He's coming in pretty soon. Waiting on him. Looks like booting up rFactor 2. the King of the Ovals series headed your way tomorrow night. It's race number 6 of the season, and this is Indy cars this week. Last week we had stock cars in California. This week, Indy cars. This is going to be an interesting race, man. I'm really don't know what to expect at California Indy cars. I think it's going to be 3 wide and a lot of great racing. So that's going to be coming up live right here on TurnLeftTV. GT3 Series will be in action coming up on Sunday. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is qualifications in Alton Park, race number 6 of the season. Take a look at our side-by-side view. All right, it looks like we're getting after it here, so here we go. Did lose a driver there, sorry about that. Must have got a little frustrated with the trying to get one of our drivers back in. Uh-oh, lost me. All right. Oh, I missed the, I got kicked right there, but at least I got back in time. I got back in time, got kicked. That was a little strange, that's for sure. Right now we are waiting to sort of get that overlay thing back up and rolling. Sometimes it takes a minute for that to happen. So, Franco Alvarez is the P1. '91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in second. Todd Roblard starts third. Craig Marizon starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth will be Jim Willis. Tony Furtado starts in the sixth position. And we're getting ready to go green here. All right, we are to green. Here we go. Alvarez to the front. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second. Good little battle here in the middle of the pack here. Take a look at Thiago Gomez. He's running in the ninth position. Aboard here with him as everybody behaving so far. Tim Lansbury gets by the 22. Jesus Iglesias looks like he's off the pace. Oh, and Givaldo getting up into the wall and slamming into. We got a big wreck here. A big wreck. Looked like Givaldo might have gotten into the server or gotten into the wall. Like Givaldo might have made contact with the wall. Take a look here as 22 car comes back up onto the track, but Givaldo maybe trying to make room for it, smacks the wall, comes across and gets into the 22, and then both those guys come back up onto the track. Givaldo gets the 77 car, and it hits him. Looks like the 22 also gets involved. Oh, my heavens. These guys already craziness. Little crazy here. Well, to start, hopefully not a sign of things to come. First caution flag. Looks like we're going to have some guys coming down pit lane here as we are under our first caution flag. It looks like maybe JJ might have retired his machine. Guys coming down pit lane. Looks like the 77 of Paul Brown on pit lane. All right, so our first caution flag. Like Givaldo had tried to maybe anticipated that 22 coming up onto the track, and Givaldo got over, maybe took his eye off the A-ball a little bit, and maybe just got into the wall there. It looked like. The 22, Jesus Iglesias on pit lane. So we're getting to one to go as looked like Franco Alvarez has elected to take that inside line. Here we go, getting ready to go back green. 83 gets on the gas and a little bit squirrely there from the 83 car. 91 just behind him. The 90 in third. That 91 going up the track as the 83 goes down to the low side. So Franco Alvarez, a little bit of contact with the wall for Alvarez. He is driving this car pretty hard. The 91 pushing him. Rod Robillard up there as well. So looks like 1, 2, 3. Racing pretty hard here. Early on, let's hope everybody sort of behaves a little bit. And Craig Berzon running in the 5th position. That Magpul Dynamics number 60 car. Tony Furtado in the 9 car is in the 6th spot. Craig Berzon 5th. Take that back. Paul Brown here now getting around Dennis Judician. So Paul Brown up to the 11th position after taking some service there. So he got involved in that wreck. Now trying to play a little catch up. How about this? Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Franco Alvarez battling it out. Bardelli Jr. to the inside. Alvarez up on the outside line. These guys fighting tooth and nail here early on in this race. And Alvarez holding on to that spot. Craig Bearzon getting by Todd Robillard. Bearzon now up to the 4th position. He is looking on that. Oh, Todd Robillard looking to maybe get that spot back. So he and Bearzon battling it out. Take a look at Dennis Judichin here in that 47 car. So he's had an eventful night here so far, running in the P11. He's trying to get things sorted out. Gomez now running behind Tim Lansbury. Gomez in the 9X machine. Lansbury is shown up in the 7th position. Gomez running in P8. Alvarez is the leader. Look at this, 53. Jim Willis looking pretty racy here. 53 car Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. He's down to the inside. He's got a lot of laps here today. He came out early. Looking strong here, this 53 car. He loves these short tracks, man. And here he is battling Franco Alvarez for the lead here on lap 15. Jim Willis looking pretty racy here. Can he pull off this pass? Alvarez has got the advantage coming off the turn. Jim Willis still trying to give it a shot on board here with Jim Willis. As he closes in on the back end of that 83 car. Oh, there's contact. That's the risk you take. He gets up into the wall and comes down and gets into Jim Willis in the 53. Get up there in that outside, and man, you get into the wall, and that guy on the low line is in trouble. 53 trying to get around that 83. They're still side by side. That 83 slamming the wall again. Jim Willis in that 83 backing off there. He said he had enough of that. Alvarez did not want to give up that lead, that's for sure. Holy smokes, man, that got racy. Robillard had a ringside seat for that. He's running in P3. He's looking strong here tonight in that Freightliner sponsored Camaro. Bardelli Jr. running in the 4th spot. Bearzon back to 5th. Furtado is 6th. Take a look at Tim Lansbury in the 82. He's running in P7. 9X of Thiago Gomez just behind him. Paul Brown weaving his way through traffic. He's now up to the 9th position. Early caution flag, but maybe these guys are starting to get it sorted out here a little bit. Settling down. Alvarez the leader. Chachowski there a little bit off pace. He's running in the 11th position. Guys that got some damage there. As now it looks like that 53 wants to come back for round number 2. And I think if he gets his nose up on the high side, somehow he's going to be able to pull it off. But the problem is he's got an advantage going into the turn, but he doesn't have an advantage coming off. That's where it gets a little dangerous. You're side by side and you get somebody on older tires, gets up into the wall. Take a look here as the 91 and the is that the 60 car battling it out. The 91 holding on to that spot. You get up into the wall there coming off the turn, and someone down below you could get taken out. So you got to watch that, be really careful. Looking out of the back of Craig Bearzon's machine at Tony Furtado. Tim Lansbury running in 7th. Gomez in the 8th position. Got to take some risk here. It's nose to tail right now. You want to pull off a pass. Alvarez, he's still got to deal with that 53 car. 53, Jim Willis peeking down on the low side again. Same story here. Same old story right there as you see. Oh, there's contact! Contact between the leaders there. And that's going to leave the door open for Todd Robillard, the 90 car. I wondered how long it was going to be for that happened. Wondered how long it was going to be. Now the 91 in this mix. The 90 car was there to pounce when those guys got together. Willis and Alvarez got together. Go back here and look at this. And we're going to go on board with Todd Robillard as this action unfolds. This is after he takes the lead. Watch out on the front of his machine. Those guys get together right there, and he does a great job of staying in the gas and not getting into the back of the 53 car. That got a little dicey. Oh, that was a crazy little sequence. Watch this, slow-mo here coming off the turn. Right there, there's contact. These guys have been getting into each other all night, and they almost caused a big one. Well, back here is, look at this, the 4 car, he's on the move. Oh, Gomez and the 82, Tim Lansbury, both off the track, down onto the apron. Something happened at Lansbury. The 4 car gets by. Yeah, Lansbury got off the track. We're going here. There's might have been some contact between Gomez. And, Lansbury came off the track here. We'll take a look as Lansbury up into the back of the 53. And then 82 checking up. Excuse me, Furtado got up into the 53. The 82 checked up, and Gomez got into it. There was a lot going on right there. The 9 and the 53 get together or check up. The 82 trying to take an evasive move, gets into Gomez. And those guys do a great job of saving that thing. Paul Brown now here working on the 53. Brown got the right idea. He goes up to the high side. The preferred line here, if you want to make a pass on the low side, you're going to have some muscle. Now Paul Brown is up to the 5th position. He's figured it out. Tony Furtado giving that a look as well. Furtado in the 7th position. He's trying to figure out whether he wants to get around on the high side, and now he's going to leave the door open for the 4 car. Now they're 3 wide coming off the turn. This is not going to work. These guys figure it out. As now Furtado to the inside gets by Jim Willis. Jim Willis going to play a little bit of defense here for the 4 car. See right there as Furtado runs away as the 4. I think Jim Willis has got a problem. He's got some damage on that machine, and he's falling back. Franco Alvarez back to the lead as he's gotten back around Todd Robillard. Take a look at this battle here as Alvarez in the 83, this Tire Pro sponsor machine, back down to the inside. Couple Camaros here battling it out. And Alvarez has his work cut out for him, but he's able to pull off that pass. 90 car maybe been a little bit nice. They're still side by side there. Thiago Gomez now to the bottom side of Jim Willis. Jim Willis now falling back to the 9th position as the 9X gets by. These guys got a little racy early on, and we've been green ever since, but got a little bit racy, a little crazy here. The 83 now opening up a little bit of a gap. Todd Robillard back there in the 2nd position. Bardelli Jr. is on his heels running in P3. Craig Marizon having a good night. You see Dennis Udichin down to the inside. He is 1 lap down in that Toyota, and he's going to let those guys go. Alvarez is now closing in on Bardelli Jr. On Givaldo Spindle, and Givaldo now going 2 laps down. These guys got it sorted out. They got that aggressiveness out of their system maybe. 91 and the 90 now battling it out. Bardelli Jr. to the inside as the 90 car falling back to P3. Oh, here, he's going to leave the door open, baby. Bardelli Jr. almost left the door open there for that 90. That 90 hasn't given up the fight, but Craig Marizon in this mix. Now Paul Brown in this mix as well. Look at this, man. These guys close it in, and we got a lap car here. Bardelli Jr. going to the bottom side. Robillard now going to the bottom side. Paul Brown down to the inside. And Marizon going to follow him through. We're on board here with our 5th place car, Greg Marizon. He gets by Givaldo. Take a look at Paulo Chachalowski here in this 94 car. He's battling Tim Lansbury. A couple Mustangs. Lansbury running in the 11th position. Chachalowski is now in 10th. So in the 94 car. Going to be racing in Cha-Cha's league here starting in October. Got a couple guys from HORL going to race over there on Wednesday nights. That's the Dobra Series. Be racing in the number 7 Dodge in that series. And I think it's going to be a huge, huge turnout. So I'm excited for that one. A little bit of tire rule on a Wednesday night in the Dobra Series. 83 of Franco Alvarez now has almost a 2-second lead over Bardelli Jr. Robillard is in 3rd, Brown 4th, Bearzon is in 5th. Jim Willis just continuing to fall back here a little bit. And, he is in the 10th position. A tough night there for Jim Willis. He has battled. He was racing for the lead, and then things got a little hairy for him, and I think these tires just sort of went away. We'll see how the 53 is able to work on this thing, get this thing back up front. He has shown he's got a lot of strength here, but I think now these tires on this run are just sort of used up for him. Alvarez can't be doing too much better, but he is 2.5 seconds up on the race leader. A lot of these guys got racing early on. Mark Vieta continuing to be racing. Looking here at Tony Furtado. Vieta to the inside. Trying to take over the spot on Tony Furtado. Vieta is in 7th. Furtado is in 6th. There was a little bit of contact there. Furtado and Vieta might have gotten together. Might have been some contact. Take a look here as Furtado battling Vieta. Furtado on the outside line, and I don't know who did what, but these guys got together. Maybe it looked like both of them got into one another versus somebody coming down or somebody coming up. And, Vieta did a great job of holding on to that thing. My heavens, man. That was crazy there. We'll go on board here with Vieta. So a little bit of contact. Watch him work this wheel and try to keep that thing straight. Man, I tell you what, Vieta did a great job there. Holding on to that. Take a look at Craig Bearzon and Todd Robillard. This is for P4. The 60 car to the inside. Robillard in the 90 up on the outside line. And the 60 had to work for it, but he got that spot. He's in P4. Robillard back to P5. Tado now closing in on the 90 car. There's something going on with the 90. Maybe used up his stuff here a little bit. Here we go. The 90 and the 9 battling it out. Oh, and did they get together? I don't know. Woo, boy, almost some contact there. Tado, he's holding on to this thing. Is Vieta now looking on the high side? Tado looked like he might be a little bit loose coming off the turn. And Vieta going to get by now. Back to our leader here, Franco Alvarez weaving his way through traffic. Givaldo up on the high side, letting him go. Givaldo now, I think he is shown 3 laps down. 90 car indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Robillard indicating he's going to be making a pit stop. So green flag pit stops underway. Looks like the 90 car on pit lane. The Robillard on pit lane. I don't know why they're not showing me his car. There we go. As Franco Alvarez still out on the track, he is leading the field. Bardelli Jr. in 2nd. Todd Robillard in the 90, coming back off pit lane. Had a little bit of hitch in there for some reason in that this computer. Alvarez is the leader. Bardelli Jr. shown in P2. He's running behind that 94. Chachalowski is running in the 7th position now, 1 lap down. As the 91 gets by, I think Chachalowski's going to give him that spot. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in 2nd. Jesus Iglesias coming on pit lane here in the 22 car. Orange Crush sponsored Chevy Camaro, and now making a pit stop here on lap 54, and a little bit of a shenanigans there. The 4 car coming out as the 22 ducking into his pit stop. Alvarez still has not made a pit stop. Iglesias on pit lane still. Maybe looking like he's coming back out on off pit lane. And I think we are now looking at the race leader going to be coming down pit road here, as Iglesias coming back out on track after making pit stop. But Franco Alvarez is on pit lane. That definitely looked like a little bit of hitching going on there with that that view, in that, at least in this computer. So have to switch back to the old one. Trying the new one out, and a little bit of hitching there. I don't know if there's something I can do to speed that up, but our race leader now is 91, a Claudio Bardelli Jr. as Franco Alvarez is on pit lane. And Bardelli Jr. trying to weave his way through traffic here. Some of these guys on fresher tires, but maybe trying to do a little bit of fuel mileage here. Good green flag run. So it looks like Bardelli Jr. is making a pit stop, and that's going to give the race lead to the 77 car. Paul Brown in the 77, his first race back in a while. He is now the race leader. The 91 on pit lane. We'll give this another shot here. Try one more thing here. We'll see if this works. Bardelli Jr. in the 91 coming back out on the track. So no, it does look like it's still a little bit of a hitch here. Well, Bardelli Jr. finishing up his pit stop, back out on track. Paul Brown is the leader. Craig Berzon is in 2nd. Tiago Gomez in 3rd, the last car on the lead lap. And look at this, Paul Brown, the race leader, coming down pit lane. Craig Berzon following him on to pit lane. Tiago Gomez, I think, will now assume the race lead here in the 9X car. As the 82, Tim Lansbury, I think he's been on pit lane, fresh tires. Maybe trying to get back by here and get one of those laps back. Gomez, fair game there, racing him on the outside. Maybe want to try to trap him 2 laps down, and that is a futile effort at this point, as 82 stronger on fresher tires. Tiago Gomez is the race leader in this 9X car. Tony Furtado in the 9 car. Now up to the 6th position in that Valvoline sponsored machine. And a quick caution. Now got things figured out. Lost a couple drivers, looks like. We had close to 18 drivers and lost maybe 17 drivers, and lost a couple on waiting for somebody to rejoin. So we apologize for that. That's not certainly not a normal thing, but he was giving it a shot. Could be a weather issue, too. The person who was trying to join is over on that East Coast. They're having some bad weather. Look at Gomez leading the field. It is Arthur Vieira getting by the 47. Vieira on the fresher tires. The 47, Dennis Yudichin, running in the 12th position as Vieira gets by. This Toyota on a little bit different pit sequence than the rest of these guys. Well, take a look at here, the 77. Right here coming off. Oh, right there. Oh, my heavens, man. Looked like the 77 might have gotten up into that 99 car. Might have been some contact there. Take a look here as might have been a little bit earlier. There was more contact there just ahead as Gomez and Alvarez got together. Holy smokes, these guys getting racy here on these newer tires. Look at this, 77 getting by Givaldo, not for position. I think Gomez might have come down pit lane. Gomez is on pit lane, the 9X car, maybe having some service done. He got into the wall. Yeah, coming back out on track. So Franco Alvarez now shown as the race leader in this 83 car. This Tire Pro sponsor number 83 is well, something's happened to Chachalowski. He's retired his machine, I believe. Maybe he's lost his connection. He's in the pits right now. Chachalowski looked like he might have lost his connection. Chachalowski on pit lane. Look at Chachalowski's off the pace. That is too bad there for Chacha. Right there, he got into the wall, so maybe he decided to make a pit stop. He stays out of the Vieira's way, and man, he's got a ton of damage. Maybe he decides he's just going to pull it into the pits and retire his machine. He's still in the race circle, but has left team speak, and this guy is being pretty calm about it. So he got put into the wall, it looked like, in that 94. Franco Alvarez, the leader here in this 83, as we're just past halfway. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second, Paul Brown in third, Robillard fourth, Bearzon is in fifth. Take a look at Jim Willis, man. He was battling for the race lead earlier. Those tires fell off for him, and he fell to the back, but now it shows in the 7th position, so he is one lap down in the lucky dog spot. Hopefully able to get back on that lead lap. Wants a caution flag. Take a look at Craig Bearzon. He's running in the 60 car. He has got a good night here running in P5. They're about 19 seconds behind the race leader. Alvarez maybe on a little bit earlier pit strategy here. We'll see how that works out for him. We've got 3, 4, 5, and 6 all running there together. About a half a lap down or so. Trying to see where Franco Alvarez is, and we'll see where the rest of these guys come by. As Franco crosses that start-finish line, we'll hopefully be able to get a good shot of him, or as he comes off the turn, how about that? Get a good shot. There goes Franco Alvarez, the leader. And we're going to take a look at Bardelli Jr. right there. And then we're going to have a big gap here back to P3, which will be Paul Brown in the 77 car. And there comes Paul Brown right there. You got a slew of cars there all running together as Rivaldo getting into the wall. And there goes Alvarez. Alvarez picking him up, putting him down right now in this 83. He's figured it out. He's got a lot of practice laps in here, man. He got into the server early, got in early in the week, got a lot of laps in, and figured it out. Get a battle here between the 60 and the 90. Greg Marzon Magpul Dynamics sponsored Camaro down to the inside, trying to get around Todd Robillard. He does. So 60 car Greg Marzon now up to the 4th position. Robillard back to 5th. Take a look at Tony Furtado. He's running in the 6th position. That Valvoline sponsor machine. Here he is trying to hold on to that lead lap. Looks like he's actually a lap down now as we go back live. Alvarez has gotten around him. Uderchin now getting by the 22, so the 47 getting by that 22 car. Dennis Uderchin not for position. 22 Gomez is, or excuse me, 22 Jesus Iglesias is in the 13th position. Dennis Uderchin in 11th. Jesus looks like he's about 5 laps down now. Knight X here closing in on Alvarez. Now the Knight X. Gomez shown in the 8th position, 2 laps down. Looked like he wanted to try to get that lap back. Jesus Iglesias. He's running in the 12th spot. As he lets the race leader go. Alvarez getting by, now closing in on Thiago Gomez. Gomez didn't want to go a 3rd lap down, but it looks like that's going to be the case. So looks like Gomez now might be down these 3 laps. Actually looks like just 2 laps here. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91. He's running in the 2nd position. Here on lap 87. We've had 1 caution flag. Now these guys got it figured out. Big, long green flag run. Early caution and got it figured out. Had a little bit of challenge tonight with some guys getting kicked. Maybe some weather issues over on the East Coast. Archer Vieta here in the 4 car. He's running in the 10th position, 2 laps down. Tim Lansbury just ahead of him, 2 laps down in 9th. Quiet night here for Vieta. Lansbury in the 82, running in P9. As Iglesias is coming back off pit lane. I think he's on fresher tires, and the Skyline Chili Ford Mustang is going to let that Orange Crush sponsored Camaro go. See Jesus back up onto the track as Tim Lansbury now indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane, and we'll take a look at how challenging this can be. Lansbury now says he's going to be coming down pit lane. We're racing at night here at, where we at? Oh, we're at home, Lucas Oil Raceway. That's right, home for me. Here we go, Lansbury, I think, coming off the track to come down pit lane here on the access road. This could be a little dicey, and it comes up quick, and he's on the binders. Keep that car from coming around, so the 82 now on pit lane. Go Alvarez now getting around the 90 car, or at least trying to get around that 90 car. Bardelli Jr. might be on pit lane. 90 car now 1 lap down. That's fair game there to try to race that and stay on that lead lap, as Alvarez is the leader. 91 on pit lane, now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Franco Alvarez, the leader. Oh, we got a yellow flag here. Yellow flag, and wow, Robillard got lucked out on that. That's a lucky dog for him. Odd Robillard getting the lucky dog. Oh boy. And we had a car coming around here. Maybe Dennis Udichin might have come around. So that could be a game changer for some of these guys. We'll take a look and see what happened to Dennis Udichin. Udichin getting up the track there, as it looked like he and Tiago, or excuse me, he and Jesus, I don't know why I keep calling him Tiago, but he and Jesus got together. Another view of this as the 22 coming off the turn and might have gotten into that 47 car right there. And boy, I'll tell you what, Udichin just got turned right into the wall, looked like. Right here, you can look out of the back of Udichin's machine right there, and it looks like might have been a little contact, to say the least, I would say, right? Udichin gets turned. On board here with Jesus as he gets up into the 47 car and turns him. So Udichin back here to live and take a look at him, and he is now got a little bit of damage. We got a good view of that, looked like. So Robillard, our leader. Like Alvarez finished up his pit stop, and that puts Todd Robillard back on the lead lap. So we've got Robillard, Alvarez, Brown, and Marizon. I think if I was Tiago Gomez or Claudio Bardelli Jr., I think Bardelli Jr. not going to give Gomez any breaks here. I think he's going to race him, try to get around, just in case there's a quickie caution. We got Robillard on pit lane. So Robillard's made a pit stop. It'll be interesting now to see how this works out. The 90 making his pit stop. The 83. Franco Alvarez, the leader. Hey, don't forget the Saturday night racing headed your way tomorrow. The King of the Oval Series will be in the IndyCars at California. Race number 6 of the season. Be our last race at Cali, and then we'll head to Richmond for 2 weeks. 7 tracks, 14 races. We alternate between stock cars and IndyCars. It's the King of the Oval Series, and that's coming up tomorrow. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. GT3 Series will be back in action at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for quals at Oulton Park International for race number 6 of the season. Racing starts at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I race in this one. This is Beat the Broadcaster road course style. That's right, the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be at Oulton Park, my favorite road course. No excuses for the broadcaster this weekend. That's coming up on Sunday right here on High Octane Racing League's GT3 Series. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Alvarez starts in P1 on the bottom side to 77. Todd Robillard will start on the outside line to 60. Marizon starts third. Gomez starts in the 4th position. Gomez, actually, he's starting in 7th, but he is 4th in line. So here we go. Lacey is getting a penalty for some reason. We're back at it here as Alvarez is the leader. Paul Brown has worked his way to the second position. Marizon is in third. These guys having a great battle here. I want to see this, the 77 and the 83. Both a little aggressive. This could turn out to bite them both if they're not careful. And the 60 could be the benefactor. Greg Marizon running in third, watching this battle for the race lead. Paul Brown back after a little bit of an absence. Now coming out here and see if he can't get a race win here at Lucas Oil. Marizon watching this. That's a battle for the lead between Paul Brown and Franco Alvarez. Robillard in this mix in the 90 car. He and Artur Vieira side by side. Now Vieira, I believe, is running in the 8th position. He is actually 2 laps down. Robillard is the last car on the lead lap. We had a long green flag run. Got some guys sort of shaken out a little bit. Robillard here giving the 9X a little bit of a battle. To get up into the 3rd position. He got around Gomez. Sorry about that. That wasn't for position. What am I saying? This is for position. Artur Vieira and Jim Willis battling it out. Vieira to the inside. Jim Willis in the 53 up on the outside line. They're closing in on Claudio Bardelli Jr. On board here with Jim Willis. As now the 4 car tucks in. The 91 car up the track a little bit. Willis climbs up on the back of the 91 car. Bardelli Jr. in the 91 running in P1, 1 lap down. He and Furtado are 2 cars, 1 lap down. You've got a pack of cars that are 2 laps down. 3 laps down, Tim Lansbury in the 82 running in the 10th spot. Alvarez is the leader. 77 car is in second. Might have been a little contact there between Robillard and Marizon. That pass earlier as Robillard got by Tiago, but I heard there was a little bit of contact maybe between Robillard and the 60. Robillard running in P4 just ahead of him is a very fast number 60 car here tonight. Magpul Dynamics sponsor Camaro. We got, 3 Camaros up front here? Alvarez in a Camaro. We got actually 4 Camaros up front. 5 Camaros is Bardelli Jr. actually 1 lap down. He's running in 5th. There's Jim Willis in the 53. Jim Willis in the 53 car. Oh, and they get together. Oh, and he comes off the wall and gets into that 53. Spins him out. Holy smokes. Caution flag here. So there was some shenanigans that went on between Gomez and Willis. Right there, they got together, and then there's more contact here coming off the turn. And more contact, and Willis gets spun right into the wall. Take a look here as Willis climbs up the track, gets into Gomez a little bit. And then contact there. Wanted to see what Artur Vieira was looking at on the front of his car. Right here coming off. Looks like Willis slammed into the 9X. And the 9X comes off and gets into the back of the 53. And then Vieira has nowhere to go. Poor Vieira, he got caught up in that. Got caught up in this action here. Those guys get together coming off the turn, and then Vieta has nowhere to go. Right here, he has nowhere to go. 9 car gets into him as well. So a late race caution here is, wow, we got some guys that made their pit stops. We got now 5 guys on the lead lap. Alvarez, Bardelli Jr., Brown, Robillard, and Merazan all in the top 5 and all on the lead lap. Furtado is 1 lap down in the 9 car. Guys on pit lane here. Bardelli Jr.'s come down pit lane. Take a look at the 90 of Robillard. So Bardelli Jr. making a pit stop in this 91 car. So he is in P5. Alvarez has had to work for it tonight, that's for sure. Okay, we're getting 1 to go here, and we're on lap 114. We get 1 to go, and I believe that Franco has elected to take that inside line. Bardelli Jr. has made his pit stop, so he's in 5th, but he starts at the back of the line, it looks like. He's going to be back there in the back, and hopefully Ace guys exercise a little bit of patience here, let things get sorted out, and racing green to the end to the finish. All right, here we go, back to green. The 77 car using this outside line. He knows this outside line is good. We've seen some guys get into the wall here already on this start. I think Merazan might have gotten into the wall. Alvarez pushes by on the low line. All Brown into 77, pressing Franco Alvarez. This battle is getting intense here as Robillard's in this mix in the 90 car. He says, you guys go ahead, use your stuff up. I'll be right here to pounce. 77 car to the inside, the 83 up on the outside line. Again, you got to watch this because you get that wall and you get down into that car. Oh, there's contact there. The 83 to 77. Contact. Alvarez now trying to inch ahead, and the 90 gives the 77 a little bit of a shot right there. And the 90 car got into the back of the 77. Take a look at this. Watch this. It's the 90 car. This guy's battling it out just in front of him, and he gets into the back of the 77 car. But into the turn, and then, oh, right there. Maybe he didn't make contact. It looked like he did. And 90 hits the wall hard. There's on here in this 60 car. Running in P4. This might be his night, man. He's got another good run going. He won that $50 gift card, Steam gift card last week. The Steve Freeze Memorial 250. What a race that was, huh? And he comes away with a $50 Steam gift card so he can purchase some more content maybe in rFactor 2. Bardelli Jr. running in P5. 1 second off the race lead. Alvarez the leader, so nose to tail for these guys. Bardelli Jr. down to the inside. He's going to try to get by the 60 car. Claudio up the track. Bardelli Jr., he is going, buddy. He is now battling the 90 car. There's going to be contact right there. The 91 and the 90 get together. This 91 has turned up the juice. Intensity level gone up. And now Paul Brown trying to make some moves. Here the 90 car. He's looking on the low side. On board here with Bardelli Jr. He's running in third. Robillard in the 90 car up on the outside line. We got battling all over the track here. The 90 car gets by. Franco Alvarez holding on. Paul Brown looking on the inside line. Paul Brown trying to get by right here. Tight, man, coming off the turn. These guys still rubbing on each other here. Little paint swapping going on. It's Alvarez and Paul Brown battling it out. Paul Brown goosing the throttle there. Trying to get ahead. Oh, and he squeezes the 83 into the wall. A big one. They take each other out. And the 90 car was there as the benefactor. A yellow flag. Franco Alvarez actually showed as the leader. He gets his spot back there, so that was racing, and I had a feeling it was just going to come down to somebody wrecking somebody. So take a look here as the 77 on the inside. They come off the track right here, and this 83 up on the high line. They're still battling right there. And it looked like 77 might have squeezed that 83 car just a little bit. Not a lot of room there. These guys get into one another. Marizon able to miss that. Take a look here as out of the front of Craig Marizon's machine. These guys just did not want to give each other an inch, and I had a feeling something was going to happen. Marizon misses that. On here with Robillard. Watch his view of this. Coming off the turn here, you see Alvarez on the outside, Paul Brown on that inside, that 77 car. And these guys are just going to run out of room here coming off the turn. And Paul Brown does, Todd Robillard does a great job of missing that. So he did a great job of really missing all that action. Take a look here. Is on board here with and they just run out of room there, it looks like. Again, one more look at this. And watch this move by Todd Robillard. He's Johnny on the spot here. As those guys get together, boom, right there to the left, and gets by. What a great move. Watch this out of the front of his car, and we'll take a look out of the back as that melee ensues. And right there, Bardelli Jr., a hard lick there for him. He had nowhere to go. And going back here to live as Alvarez is the leader. All right, looks like we are going to go back green here as we got that sorted out. The 83, Franco Alvarez to the inside. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the 91 up on the outside line. Here on lap 129. Here we go. Back to green. Oh, Bardelli Jr., hard lick into the wall. Alvarez, no doubt, seeing that. Alvarez got some damage on that machine. Bardelli Jr., he's got damage as well. And I think the best car on the track might be Robillard. 60 car, Craig Marizon trying to get through. Marizon, he's got a strong car. He gets by Todd Robillard. Craig Marizon, he might have the cleanest car on the track. Bardelli Jr. to the high side. Bardelli Jr. might have the advantage here. Alvarez on the inside line. As Alvarez driving that car for all it's worth, and looks like Craig Marizon down to the inside. Is Marizon going to be able to get by? Marizon on these fresher tires, and also no damage on that machine. Robillard trying to get in this mix. 60 car not able to pull it off, and I think the best bet is trying to go to the high side. Alvarez holding on to that spot. Bardelli Jr. is the leader. Alvarez in second. Marizon third. Robillard is in fourth. The 91 leading, but Alvarez is about 0.4 of a second back. These guys sort of have it figured out right now. We are running out of laps as Alvarez got enough in the tank to be able to close in on the 91. Now down to 0.3 of a second. He is gaining on the 91 car. The 83, he's been to the wall a few times. Now 91 now hold and serve. Now back to 0.4 of a second for the 91 car. KG veteran here with 5 laps to go. Can he hold off Franco Alvarez? Looking out of the back of Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s machine. This gets a little bit racy. Craig Marizon is right there. 1 second back. Closing in on these guys. I think he might have the faster car. Alvarez driving this to the high side to see if he can't get squeeze it on the high side. He knows that high side's really good. Bardelli Jr. holding him off. He had to get out of the throttle. You're on lap 137. '91 to the inside. Oh, there's a shot by the 83 car. The 83 got into the back of the 91 car. The 91 holds on. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 laps to go. The 83 again all over the back of the 91 car. 83 down to the inside. Is he going to be able to hold it down there? No, he slides up. The 91 doesn't lose his composure. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 1 to go. The 83 trying another shot at him. Down to the inside. The 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr., 1 lap to go. Franco Alvarez is in second. The 91 trying to hold Alvarez off, coming off the turn. Alvarez goes to the outside, now down to the inside. Oh, there's contact. Alvarez gets into the 91 car. The 91 off the pace. Alvarez holds on and gets the race win. Oh my gosh. Franco Alvarez got into Bardelli Jr. and might have taken him out there. Might have taken him out. Bardelli Jr. cannot be happy about that. Oh Oh, my heavens, man. Let's take a look at this. This is after the fact. Right here, Alvarez dives down to the inside. Comes up the track and gets into Bardelli Jr. And Bardelli Jr. off the pace as Alvarez goes on to get the race win. Oh, boy. And Bardelli Jr., he cannot be happy. Look at this. And there is contact after the fact for him. He comes back up on the track, and then he and Marizan get together. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. So, wow, what a finish for the end of that race. My heavens, man, that got intense. And we'll have to have a chat, I believe, with Franco up in the booth. He gets the win. Let's take a look at the final results here. Franco Alvarez gets the win. Robillard second. Bardelli Jr. hangs on for a third-place finish. Finishing in fourth is Craig Marizan. Tony Furtado finishes fifth. Archie Vieta finishes in the sixth position. Tiago Gomez finishes in seventh. Tim Lansbury eighth. Dennis Udichin finishes in the ninth position. Givaldo Spindola finishes in 10th. Finishing in 11th is Jesus Iglesias. Paul Brown finishes 12th. Jim Willis 13th. Paulo Chachalowski finishes in the 14th position. And Jair Leveda finishes in 15th. So Franco Alvarez gets the win here. We got to get the right screenshot up there. That's bad juju right there, since those guys got into one another, and I think Bardelli Jr. might have had that race won, and there was contact. So Franco Alvarez in the 83 gets the win here at Lucas Oil Raceway. All right, man, we're up here in the booth with Franco Alvarez, and, well, the elephant in the room is, what about that contact with you and Bardelli Jr. there at the end?
Oh, man, what a race. Good night, Heath. Good night, everybody who's watching. Oh, man, my Tiger Pro Chevy Camaro was so fast today. And, yeah, another win, and what a finish. Oh.
Well, it looked like the high line was the place to be there. Certainly early in the race, you had a heck of a battle with a couple drivers, and you were able to hold them off using that high line. But also, you had the secret there to be able to make passes on older tires on that low line. You know, what was working for you there?
Well, one of the keys of the race was the tire management. I could make a pace that doesn't use really much the tires. So at the end of the run, I had really good tires. So yeah, I could navigate through the traffic and yeah, make some passes.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun there with that long green flag run, and then we got these caution flags at the end to sort of make a little bit of a mess of things. But that long green flag run had to be a lot of fun, weaving through traffic, and you had a pretty solid car there on those long runs.
It was insane. Like, the traffic was so much. 14 cars doesn't look that much, but when you are navigating through traffic, it seems like 40 cars, It was so fun. Inside, outside, even 3 wide a couple of times. And yeah, even the strategic battle, Somebody pit 2 laps earlier, somebody pit 2 laps later. It was really fun. Yeah.
Well, it looked like you had some contact with Paul Brown on that late restart. Talk about your feelings on what happened there.
I was really disappointed, Paul and me, we have a rivalry, and finally we can battle for a win together, and an accident happens. I don't watch the replay, I don't know what happened from outside. From my point of view, I got squeezed into the wall. I don't know if that happened, I don't know if it was my fault. If it was, I am sorry for him. But it was really fun to have a good battle with him, He was really fast and he was really clean as well.
Well, we've got a similar type of situation next week with Phoenix International, a short track, and it can be tight. And you got the it's almost a 5-turn track, 120 laps there. Any feelings for Phoenix?
Well, Phoenix is a difficult track. We have the dog leg when we have like 4 or 5 wide on the restart, so it must be a really difficult track, but I'm looking forward to keep winning there, I am focused on the championship, and if I extend the points advantage on the rest of the field, it's going to be so good, so yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations, and thanks for racing here at High Octane Racing League, and good luck on Friday of next week at Phoenix.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody watching, and see ya next week.
All right, hasta luego.
See ya, man.
And that is Franco Alvarez, one of our Argentinian drivers here, joining us up in the booth. Gets the big win, and it'll be a little bit of controversial fashion. There's been a lot of contact there, some aggressive driving all around, so I'm sure he and Claudio will get those things worked out, and probably he and Paul will get a little chat. So but a lot of driving out on the track, certainly late in that race. I mean, it's go time. So we'll see how that turns out on the race review. We got some more racing headed your way tomorrow. We will be at California Speedway in the High Octane Racing League King of the Ovals Series. It's the IndyCar's chance to tackle California. And this will be a fun one, I think, in the IndyCars. And then next week after that, we'll have 2 weeks at Richmond. And then following that, we'll be at Iowa, Phoenix, and Indy. So 7 tracks, 14 races. We spend 2 weeks at each track. Stock cars the first week, Indy cars the next week. So it's IndyCar's turn at California, and that's coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Should be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. Not only that, but also how about hosting your website, your online store, or have DPS or shared web hosting? You can use EliteHostingUSA.com, and that's who hosts our website here at HighOctaneRacing.net and provides our servers for our HighOctaneRacing.net or High Octane Racing League races. Thank you so much for coming in. You can get see who's running what throughout the week and updates on point standings and so forth and so on. Also get a quick link to watch the replay of the race. GT3 Series headed your way tomorrow. That is, on Sunday, September the 25th, 45-minute race from Olton Park. You don't want to miss that one. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to do it for us tonight. Congratulations to Franco Alvarez, and I am going to get out of here. I am truly out of here.